Hello, in this tutorial I will walk you through how to build a free website using Groovesfunnel, even if you have never built any form of website before. This is the same model you will use to build your landing pages, your squeeze pages and opt-in pages, or any page you want to use for your business objective. If you're ready, then let's get started. Right, in case you didn't know, Groovesfunnel is currently the #1 page builder that offers you everything you need to set up your online marketing web pages and funnels, and this is all for free. Okay, all you need to open your free account is to sign up by clicking the link in the description box below this video. Once you do that, it takes you to the page you're seeing on this screen, and once you get there, you come to get started. As you can see here, you click on it and then you fill in the required information here. It's as simple as that, and then once you're done with that, you click on get free access and then you can get started. So go ahead and do that right now. Let us get started. Okay, once your sign up has become successful, you will be taken to your dashboard here once you sign in. And from here we can go ahead and begin to build our page. Okay, so the first thing you want to do once you're here is to come to these apps. Click on the apps. Alright, from the apps here you want to come to pages and funnels here and click on pages and funnels. Alright, I'm in my pages and funnels now, and these are some of the sites I have built in time past. Okay, so once you're here, you want to come to new sites here. Click on new sites. Alright, once you're here, the next thing you want to do is that you want to come to blank templates. Alright, blank templates. Alright, and click on blank template. Then you come, it pops this up, and then you're gonna fill in the name you want to put for your new site. So here, let us write. I'm gonna be writing marketing. You can put in anything you feel like that resonates best with your own website. So I'm gonna put marketing. Okay, and start building. Alright. Okay, once it takes me to this point, the next thing I want to do is I want to click on blocks here. Let's say blocks. Okay, so I'm going to come to all blocks. Alright, as you can see, these are some of the pre-made template that has been made for you already. You can just drag any of these on your empty canvas here and start editing them. But in this very example, I'm going to be building a website from the scratch, and then you can use the same procedure to either use any of the pre-made template, or you can just build yours from the scratch. So we're going to be quickly building our home from the scratch. So what I'll do is that I'm going to scroll down. Okay, another thing we could do instead of just scrolling down here is that we can go back to our blocks. Let me close this. Okay, let's come back to our blocks. Alright, now instead of choosing all blocks, okay, I can decide that, okay, from this point I want to give my website a structure. Okay, so you know that usually every website will come with the header section, probably the opt-in section, probably the features of what you're offering, maybe videos, maybe testimonials, maybe footers. Okay, so this is generally how you want to structure your website. So let's begin structuring our website from this point. So what I want to do is that I want to scroll down and look for the header, okay, because that is where my web page is going to be starting from. So I'm going to come down and look for, or rather I'll come to the header and nav bars. Okay, so I'll come to header and navigation bar here. Okay, and I'm going to choose this. Okay, so I'm going to come to the second one. I'm going to click on it and drag it down here. All right, wait for it to appear. All right, so what I have here is this. I'm going to close the blog. Okay, now you can see what this look like. All right, so little by little our web page is taking a shape. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my blogs again, and then the next thing I want to add here is probably I want to add an opt-in section. So for me to add an opt-in section, okay, I want us to come to this wireframe and see what is happening here. Okay, now I am at the wireframe, so I will be coming down to look for an opt-in section. So I'm going to scroll down. All right, so I'm going to come here, opt-in form. Okay, I'm just going to pick one of them that I think I like the most. Okay, let me go down. Let me put this. All right, I'm going to put this and wait for it to appear. Alright, so as you can see, we have something like an opt-in here. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I want to go back to my blogs again. Okay, after opt-in, okay, let's say I want to talk about the features of my business or what I have to offer. So I'm going to look for something like a feature. So I think I'll just come to content. Okay, come to content and look for anything that I could use as a feature here. So I'll come to add this. Okay, so let's put this and wait for it to also load. Drag it down. Okay, drop. So you can see, drop your blocks here. So I'm going to drop it here and wait for it to load. Alright, so you can see it's loaded. Please let us check it up again and see what it looks like, so we're sure we're doing the right thing. Okay, so let's scroll down. Okay, you can see that. Alright, so already I have 3 sections here. I have the header section, I have the opt-in section, and I right now have the column for highlighting some of the things that my website or my business is going to be offering my audience. So I'm going to go back and add let's say testimonial, for example. Testimonial. Okay, so let's wait for this to load. Okay, so let's just go over to our testimonial. Okay, let's come to testimonial here again on our blogs. Choose the best that we want. Okay, I think I like this. I'm going to just click on this and drag it, go down. Testimonial. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. All right, so after testimonial, what do I want to add? Okay, of course, every web page you have a footer section, so I'm going to look for my footer section. All right, to get that, I'm going to scroll up from my blog here again. Okay, let's go back to our blogs. Okay, wireframe. Let me look for footer. Okay, I think I have footer here, so I'm going to look for the footer that is best for my business. So which one should I choose here? All right, so I'm going to just pick one here, one simple one here. So I'm going to click on this and scroll down. All right, so I'm going to drop my footer here. All right, so my footer is there. So now what we want to do now before we start editing these sections, let's close the blocks and look and have a feel of what our website seems to be like. Okay, so you can see, so let's go up from the beginning. So you can see here we have our header section where we'll begin to edit. After header we have our opt-in section. After opt-in we have our section for highlighting what we want to do with our business. After that we have a video section here. Okay, after the video section we have the testimonial, and after the testimonial we have our footer. Okay, so you can see, so we have a well arranged structure for our web page, so we can go ahead and start designing each of these sections. Let's get over and start doing that. So on my header, what do I want to do? The first thing I want to do is that I want to add a logo, the logo of my business here. So what to do that, what do? I come to this logo section, I click on it. Okay, once I click on it, it brings me over to this place. Then I come to, instead of design, I come to configure. I click on configure. Okay, from configure now, from here I can choose any image I like. So I'm going to click on choose image. Wait. All right, so these are some of the images I already have on my, website already, but I don't want this. I want to go and upload from my computer. Okay, so I'm going to click on upload image here. Upload image. Wait for it to load. Okay, so it's going to bring me up to my computer. So I'm going to choose any of my images here. Okay, so let me just look for a file and pick any of the images. Okay, let's just use this as an example for this tutorial. So I'm going to click on this. Alright, so you can see that here. So I'm going to select this. Okay, so it's here now. So I'm going to click on update. Alright, so what I have here, so I'm going to come back to designs after my logo has been uploaded. So I'm going to come back to design. So once I'm here, of course you can see that my logo is way too big. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to resize it. So for me to do that, I'll come to size. I'll come to pixel, from here, pixel. Okay, so you can see what I have there. Come to pixel, and I can decide to just increase it a bit. Okay, a little bit. Alright, depending on what I want. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. Okay, so you can see that my logo is here. So you can go ahead, leave it there and move to the next. So for if you want to increase your spacing, your margin, you can do that. Okay, you can see. Okay, so I'm gonna leave mine as it is. All right, so I'll move to the next thing. All right, one of the first thing you can see about my home here is that the background has a very poor contrast. Okay, so I want to change the color of my home here to say white. Okay, so for me to do that, what do? I click on home. All right, so I come to test. Okay, so scroll down. The first thing I want to do is I want to come to this color. Okay, and change the color to color white. All right, so once I do that, you check what we have done, so you can see that we now have our color white on our home. All right, so I think I'm going to leave that for now like this. All right, so the next thing I want to do is that I want my background to mimic the background of my logo, since I'm using a logo that is that has a black background. So I want to change the color of my header navigation menu to black. So for me to do that, what do? I click on the whole navigation bar. Okay, once I do that, I come to background here. Okay, you can see what we have here, blue. So I'm going to be changing this to black. All right, so you can see what we have here. Change to black. Let's see what we have. So you can see. Okay, so the next thing is that I want to be changing the background here also to black, so that we can have our white here. So what do? I click on this also. I'll come to background. Okay, I change it from blue to black. All right, so you can see that. So you can see, right? Okay, I think I'm okay with this at this point. So we'll be coming back to this before we are done with our web page. So the next thing, I want to scroll down and come to the next section, which is my my opt-in or giveaway section. So I'm going to come here and say, okay, so what we have here is I'm going to come here. Okay, and I don't need a logo here again. So what I will do is I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. Alright, so my logo is deleted, so I'm going to come here and edit this. Okay, so you can see I'm clicking on this now. I'm going to edit this. So I'm going to say grab my free marketing template. Okay, so I'm going to delete this. I don't need this, so I'm going to delete this. Yeah, all right, so let's go down, let's close this up. So I'm going to come here. All right, so we have here, grab my free marketing template. So once I'm okay with this, I'll come over to this other side. I'm going to delete this. I don't need this, so I'm going to click on it and delete. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to come here and say I'm going to change what I have here. I'll say in this free template. Okay, I'll come over to this point also, select all of them and change it. So you can see what I have here, getting out for free. Okay, I'm going to close in this. I'll come down. Okay, I don't think I need this. I'm going to be deleting this once again. So I'll click on it and come down here and delete. Okay, so that's what we have here. So let me do a little bit of formatting to this. So I'm going to be all right, so I'm going to make this my text to come down a little bit so that it can be centralized. So for me to do that, I'm going to click on this. Okay, as you can see, and just bring it down a bit. All right, okay, so yeah, in this free template you will be learning everything you need to become successful in your business. Get it now for free. Okay, so I think I'm okay with this. All right, so I'll go down a little bit. Okay, so let's go to our features. Okay, our features. Okay, all right, so you can see it's quite easy to do. So the next thing I want to do is I want to come over to this page. Now you can see it highlighted in red, so I'm going to click on this. All right, so this time around, let me change the background color to red. Okay, let me change the background color to red. So I'm going to come to background, I'll scroll down. So yeah, I'm going to look for red color here. All right, so I'm going to pick red. Okay, let's make it all right. I think I'm okay with this. All right, so I have this here. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to change, of course, I want to change my text here. So here I'm going to be adding 3 hypothetical features of our business. So let's assume that, okay, I'm running a digital marketing business, for example. So on column number 1, I want to change my text to let's say social media, okay, let's say Facebook ads. All right, so here all right, so that's how my first column is going to look. So I'm going to come back to the second column, and I'm going to so you can see our columns are taking shape little by little. Okay, and if you like, you can decide to make your own 2 column. Okay, so it's not compulsory that it has to be a 3 column. Okay, so you can see what we have here. Okay, so you can go ahead and, once again, you can change, say, how you want your text to look. You can change the color of the text, you can change the size of the text. Okay, so but I'm going to leave my own at this point. Okay, so we're going to the next section, which is our testimonial. Okay, so before I format my testimonial, I want to put an header here, okay, just to show that this is a testimonial. So to do that, I'm going to come back to my blogs and come to our blog. I'll come to titles, okay, and come to titles. Okay, so let me just go for this and put this here. All right, so I'm going to format this. Okay, so I'm going to do that so you can see what our customers are saying about us. So I'm going to change the color. So to change the color, I'm going to click here. I'm going to come here and change the color to let me use black. Okay, so you can use anything you feel like. Okay, any of the color that resonate best with you. So I'm going to choose this. And what our customers are saying about us. So I'm going to okay, I think this is okay. All right, let me try reduce the font size. All right, okay, I think I'm going to leave it here. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to change, of course, the photo. Okay, to carry the photo of our customers. So I'm going to click on this. All right, the next thing we want to do is to configure and format our testimonial session. All right, so what we want to do here is to change this image into the image of testimonial. So to do that, you click on this icon, image icon, then you come here and click on configure, and you come to choose image. All right, so these are the images I already have on my system. If you like, you can upload more images. Okay, so for me, I just want to use this for the sake of this tutorial, so I'm going to click on this. Okay, so I can either do my adjustment at this point, or I can go ahead and adjust it later. So I will adjust it later. So here I'll just click on select. All right, and choose and click on update. All right, once I do that, my image will come and appear here. All right, so you can see my image here. Okay, for me this image looked too big, so I will want to reduce, you know, the size. So for me to do that, I come to design here, okay, and scroll down to size option. Okay, scroll down, then here I'm just going to make it 5. All right, so I think I'm okay with that. Okay, so you can go ahead and change the lorem text that we have here into whatever text you want for your testimonial, but for the sake of this tutorial I'm going to be leaving this. Okay, so exactly what we have done here, you can change every other column of this testimonial page to suit what you desire on your website. So the next thing we want to do now is to go ahead and scroll down to format our footer. All right, so for this tutorial I am going to just be leaving my footer to be a very simple design. Okay, so I will just come here and click on this copyright and make it 2021. Okay, copyright 2021. Okay, I love to make it bold. So here you can see our footer here. Okay, so what I want to do here is that I want to change the color of my footer background to let's say blue color. Okay, I don't want to leave it at white, so for me to do that I'll click on this just as we have done in the past. Okay, once I do that, I'm going to come down to background. All right, I'm going to come at the background and scroll down. Okay, so I'm going to change the color from white. I'm going to click on this, okay, and I will change it to blue color, my choice. Okay, let me just use this. All right, so I've done this. I'm going to change the color of my text to white. All right, so I'm going to change the color of my text to white. I'm going to come down here and go to background again, go to color and choose white. Okay, so I'm going to come here and change each of these to white. So I'm going to double click. I'm going to come to background. What I need to do now is to, you know, link this to the URL of my social media. So for me to do that, all I need to do is to click on each of these icons, come to configure. All right, after coming to configure, come to linked to, and you scroll down, it's a URL. Okay, so this is going to link my URL to my social media handle. Okay, so you just paste your social media handle there and update. Now you can notice something here. After pasting the URL of my social media, this thing changed, okay, to this question mark. Okay, so I mean, to fix this bug is just an easy thing to do. All you need to do now is to come back here and double click on the question mark again, come to configure, and then come to this place and just type your link in. All right, so once you're typing, it gives you options. All right, so this is the option I want to use. So all you need to do is just to click on this option again. And updates. All right, so as we can see here, this is what we have here. Okay, so this is basically how you go ahead and configure and format your web page until you have something that is beautiful for you to use. Okay, all right, to be sincere, this ordinarily is not the best of web pages. Okay, I just decided to make this short video so that you can just see the processes it takes in building your free web pages on Groovesfunnel. Okay, so while you're designing yours, you can be more relaxed and you try different things for yourself in order to come up with a beautiful web page that you will be proud of. All right, now let's assume that we've built our pages and it looks like this. Before we publish this page, what we want to do now, let's see what these our pages look like on different devices. Okay, so you come to this top, you can see this is for mobile, this is for different tablet views, and then this is for your laptop. Okay, so if we click on this to see what our web page looks like on phone, okay, this is what you're going to see. So you can see that this actually look responsive. Okay, on mobile you can see what we have here. All right, so you can see that, and then if we go to the different views, okay, you can see this on another view. All right, and then if we could go to this view, you can see this on another view. Okay, so it's not looking bad, especially if you take time to build a better web page than the one that we have here. And then if we go back to our computer, it looks like this on our computer system. Okay, so you can see how different screens show our web pages using Groovesfunnel. Okay, so if we are satisfied with our page, okay, the next thing is that you want to go ahead to publish this page. Okay, so to publish this page so that it can be visible online. To publish, I come to this publish button, I click on the publish button. All right, I come here and I just click on current page. Okay, and once I do that, it takes me to a different tab, and then it gets online, and then anybody who goes to that URL can visit your site. So you can use that URL to as your official web page. You can use it for your different social media adverts and whatever you want to use it for. So this is basically how you go ahead to format and to configure your web pages on Groovesfunnel. So go ahead and use each of these methods that I've used in this tutorial to format your pages. All right, and like I said, if you have any problem while you're working along these pages, you can go ahead to my Facebook group, which is a closed group that I made for anyone who wants to go who wants to configure online and they encounter any problem. You can always come up to that Facebook group and tell me what your problem is, and I will do my best to fix them for you and assist you in building your pages. Thank you for watching to the end of this video. Please, you can help us by liking this video and subscribing so that it can get to more people who will need this to build their web pages. Thank you and have a lovely time.